الله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Ayah number 70 in Surah Taha. This is the abstract of it in English. فَأُلْقِيَ السَّحَرَةُ سُجَّدًا. The magicians therefore went down in prostration. قالوا آمنا برب هارون وموسى, and they said, we believe in the Lord of Harun and Musa. Now, Musa threw down his staff and it was up against all these ropes and all these sticks. The tafsir says that the snake of Musa changed so much so that instead of it just looking like an average cobra snake, it actually now has legs and a very, very, very big mouth and is moving faster than before and just takes up all of these 200 some odd ropes that seem to be like they were snakes to people. And once that happened immediately, then the magicians, at least at this point in time, they accepted to have been in the wrong and they prostrated and submitted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fir'aun says, Amantum lahu, you all believed in him. Qabla an adhana lakum, before I gave you permission. Innahu lakabirukum, really he is your elderly one. Alladhi allamakum as-sihr, who actually taught you all this magic and the tricks. In other words, now Fir'aun is trying to save himself face and saying that these magicians conspired with Musa when he knows very well that's impossible because he called these magicians from different areas of his empire. فَلَأُقَطِّعَنَّ أَيْدِيَكُمْ, therefore I will cut off your hands, I will cut off your limbs, وَأَرْجُلَكُمْ, and your legs, مِنْ خِلَافٍ, in the opposite way, وَلَأُصَلِّبَنَّكُمْ, and I will also place you, I will crucify you, فِي جُذُوعِ النَّخْلِ, and everybody will be able to see you. So I'm going to crucify you, place you on the trunks of the palm trees. Certainly you will come to know. تَعْلَمُنَّ أَيُّنَا, you will come to know which of us أَشَدُّ عَذَابًا, has more severe punishment, وَأَبَقَى, and more abiding in chastising, who has more ability to chastise. Their response to Fir'aun, قَالُوا لَن نُؤْثِرَكَ عَلَى مَا جَاءَنَا, we will not prefer you over what has come to us, مِنَ الْبَيِّنَاتِ, that in which is a clear argument, وَالَّذِي فَطَرَنَا, and to who has made us. Allah Ta'ala has created us. فَقْضِي مَا أَنْتَ قَادٍ, therefore decide what you want to do with us, we do not care. إِنَّمَا تَقْضِي هَذِهِ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا, you can only decide about this world, what will happen in this world. إِنَّا آمَنَّا, we believe, بِرَبِّنَا, in our Lord, لِيَغْفِرَ لَنَا, to forgive us, خَطَايَانَا, our mistake, وَمَا أَكْرَهْتَنَا عَلَيْهِ مِنَ السِّحْرِ, and the magic to which you compelled us to do. In other words, now they're completely getting clearly out of it. Wallahu khayrun, and verily Allah has the better. Khayrun wa abqa, and is Allah Ta'ala, what Allah is much better and more abiding. Innahu man ya'ti rabbahu mujriman, verily whomsoever returns to Allah and goes to Allah being guilty, mujriman, fa inna lahu, he will have Jahannam, hellfire, la yamutu fiha, they will not die there, wala yahya, neither will they live. وَمَنْ يَأْتِهِ مُؤْمِنًا, and whomsoever goes to Allah with pure faith, قَدْ عَمِلَ الصَّالِحَاتِ, and the deeds of righteousness, فَأُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمُ الدَّرَجَاتُ الْعُلَىٰ, these it is who shall have the higher rank. Jannat, they're going to be in the Jannat, perpetual, عَدْنٍ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارِ, and then below it also they will have rivers flowing below them, خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا, they will abide in it. This is their reward. وَذَلِكَ جَزَاءُ مَنْ تَزَكَّى, for the one who purifies himself for Allah. وَلَقَدْ أَوْحَيْنَا, we revealed, إِلَى مُوسَى, to Musa, أَنْ أَسْرِ بِعِبَادِي, to make way for our slaves. فَاضْرِبْ لَهُمْ, and show them, طَرِيقًا فِي الْبَحْرِ, ways on the way of the sea, يَبَسًا, the dry path in the sea, لا تخافوا, not to be feared, darakan, to be overtaken. وَلَا يَخْشَى, no being afraid. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions that and how He split the sea, and He also made it concrete. He also made the water glass for them to actually see each other thereby. أتبعهم فرعون, Fir'aun followed them with بجنوده, with all of his forces, with his army. فغشيهم, so there came upon them the sea. من اليم ما غشيهم, that which came upon them. So basically, he followed them into the sea. وَأَضَلَّ فِرْعَوْنُ قَوْمَهُ, and Fir'aun led his people astray. وَمَا هَدَى, and he did not guide them in the right way. So he guided them also into the sea, and the rest is history. يا بني إسرائيل, O children of Israel, قَدْ أَنْجَيْنَاكُمْ, we have saved you من عدوكم, from your enemy. وَوَعَدْنَاكُمْ, and we have promised you, have made you a covenant with you. جانب الطور الأيمن, the side of the mountain. نزلنا عليكم المن, and we sent to you the manna, the quail, and the salwa, and the quail. The manna was almost like a marshmallow falling from the sky, and Allah knows best. كلوا من طيبات, therefore eat that which is righteous. ما رزقناكم, what has been gifted and provided to you. ولا تطغوا فيه, and not be searching and inordinate with respect to them. If you do so, in other words, if you transgress on your boundaries and what is rightfully yours to eat, then you will make my wrath due upon you. So in whomsoever my wrath is due upon is because of the fact that I'm angry with them. So do not make my anger easy for you to have. In other words, do not give any reason for my anger to be upon you, because whomsoever has reached that stage, then my wrath shall also follow it, and they will perish with the wrath. وإني لغفار, and I am forgiving. لمن تاب, to the one who asks for forgiveness. وآمن, and believes. وعمل صالحا, and does righteous deeds. ثم اهتدى, and follows in the right direction. وما أعجلك عن قومك, and what caused you to hasten from عن قومك يا موسى, what hastened you to leave your people, O Musa. قال هم أولئك, he said that they are on my track, not meaning that they're not too far away. على أثري وعجلت إليك ربي, and I've hastened to you, my Lord, لترضى, that you may be pleased. قال فإنا قد فتنا والدم قال فإنا قد فتنا قومك من بعدك. Allah Ta'ala said, surely we have tried your people after you left. وأضلهم السامري, but Samiri led them astray. فرجع Musa returned إلى قومه, to his people. غضبان أسفا, he is very angry, and he is very, very hot. قال يا قوم, he said, O my people, ألم يعدكم, was it not promised to you, ربكم, from Allah, وعدا حسنا, a true and a real promise. أفطال عليكم العهد, did then you all seem, did the promise seem that it was too far-fetched from you? أردتم, or you all are likely, أن يحل, to make permissible upon yourselves, عليكم غضب, the anger, من ربكم, from Allah, فأخلفتم موعدي, so you broke the promise that you made to me. قالوا ما أخلفنا, they said, we did not break the promise, موعدك بملكنا, on our own accord. ولكننا, however, we were made to bear حملنا, the burdens, أوزارا من زينة القوم, the burdens of the ornaments of the people that was entrusted to them before they left. They took a lot of the ornaments that was entrusted to them, and they're saying that it was so heavy. So كذلك ألقى السامري, so that's why they turned these ornaments, these gold and silver, into the golden calf. فكذلك ألقى السامري, and thus did Samiri, we did as Samiri suggested. أخرج لهم عجلا جسدا له خوار, so Samiri used that, and he brought forth for them a golden calf. فقالوا, and they said to them, هذا إلهكم, this is your Lord, وإله موسى, and the Lord of Musa. أفلا يرون, do you not see, ألا يرجع إليهم قولا, it did not return to them a reply. In other words, nothing came out from this calf other than a sound and smoke that shaitan enabled it to do. وَلَا يَمْلِكُ لَكُمْ ضَرًّا وَلَا نَفْعًا. This then is not going to, this golden calf is not able to stop wrongdoing or humiliation from you and will not benefit you. It's not going to harm or benefit you. وَلَقَدْ قَالَ لَهُمْ هَارُونَ, and verily Harun said to them, min qablu, before, Ya qawmi, O my people, innama futintum bih, that you are only tried by this thing. This is only a try that you all are being tried with. Inna rabbakum ar-Rahman, but verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ar-Rahman. He is your Lord. Fattabi'uni, therefore follow, wa ati'u amri, and obey my order. قالوا لن نبرح, they said, we will not cease, we will not stop, we will keep on going in the way that we are going. حتى يرجع إلينا موسى. In other words, we will keep this action, this party, this activity going on with the golden calf until Musa comes back to us. Musa then says, Ya Harun, O Harun, ما منعك, what's prevented you, إذ رأيتهم ضلوا, when you saw them going astray. ألا تتبعني, so did you not follow me, my instructions? أفعصيت أمري, did you disobey my order? And again, it says in the surah that in Surah Al-A'raf, Musa pulled the hair on the beard and the head of Harun as he is dwindling, and he's telling him this. It's in the English Heights, some videos back. So he says to him, قال يا ابن Harun says, O the son of my mother, لا تأخذ, do not take بلحيتي, from my beard, ولا برأسي, the hairs of my head either, do not pull me on this. إني خشيت, that I was afraid, least أن تقول, that you would say, فرقت بين بني إسرائيل, that you divided the Banu Israel, ولم ترقب قولي, and not waited for my word. So what Harun is saying, that yes, I could have fought them. There were people who were willing to stand by me and fight. However, that would have caused death, and we would have been the first to, and I would have been the first to cause death within the Banu Israel. And that's why and they told me that they would not stop until you came back. They were strong on that. فَمَا خَطْبُكَ يَا Samiri, then Musa turns to Samiri and he says to him, what is your problem? What is your objective, O Samiri? He says to him, قَالَ بَصُرْتُ, he says that I took from the hoof of Jibril alayhi salatu wassalam's horse. فَقَبَضْتُ قَبَضَةً مِنْ أَثَرِ الرَّسُولِ, and I mixed it up with the ornaments that they gave me. So when he saw Jibril alayhi salatu wassalam, and when Jibril he took a handful from the footsteps of the horse of Jibril alayhi salatu wassalam. It said that Samiri was raised by angels. Then I threw it in the cast, and this also was encouraged by my own soul. وَكَذَلِكَ سَوَّلَتْ لِي نَفْسِي. What he's saying is that I used the sand from the footsteps of the hoof of the angel's horse, and I also wanted to do so myself, and practically here we are. Musa says to him, فَذَهَبْ, get out of here, فَإِنَّ لَكَ, surely for you it will be, لَكَ مَوْعِدًا لَا نُخْلِفُ, إِنَّ لَكَ فِي الْحَيَاةِ أَن تَقُولَ لَا مِسَاسَ, that it will be, for surely in this life, you will have not a single thing, there is going to be a threat for you, which shall not be made to fail you. In other words, the appointed time will never fail you. وَانظُرْ إِلَىٰ إِلَهِكَ الَّذِي ظَلْتَ, and you will not have any type of respite on that time. And look at what it is that you have prepared, this God of you that you have prepared, عَلَيْهِ عَاكِفًا, and you worship it, and you kept it for as long as you've kept it. Look at it, take a good look at it. لَنُحَرِّقَنَّهُ, we will certainly burn it, we're going to destroy it. ثُمَّ لَنَنْسِفَنَّهُ فِي الْيَمِّ نَسْفًا, and then we will scatter it all white, scatter it into the sea. There will be nothing left of it. إِنَّمَا إِلَهُكُمُ اللَّهُ, verily your Lord is the one who is Allah, الَّذِي, he is the one, لَا إِلَهَ, none is worthy of worship except he, إِلَّا هُ, there is no other Lord than he, there is no deity other than Allah. وَسِعَ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ عِلْمًا, he comprehends all things, and he is most knowledgeable. He has full comprehensions of all things. كذلك نقص, verily this is how we نقص, relate, عليك, upon you, من أنباء ما قد سبق, from the narrations of that those before you. قد آتيناك, and verily we have given you, من لدنا ذكرى, a reminder from ourselves. من أعرض عنه, and whomsoever turns aside from this remembrance, meaning this Quran, فإنه, he will be, or should be, يحمل يوم القيامة, it will be a burden for them on the day of resurrection. خالدين فيها, they will be in it for a while. وساء لهم, and also evil will be for them to bear. يوم القيامة حملا, on the day of resurrection. يوم ينفخ في الصور, on the day when the trumpet should be blown. ونحشر المجرمين, and the guilty blue-eyed, on that day also. يومئذ زرقا, we will gather the guilty blue-eyed on that day. يتخافتون بينهم, they shall consult together secretly. إلا بثم إلا عشرة, saying, you did tarry but 10 centuries. نحن أعلم بما يقولون, we know what it is that they are going to be saying, we know what it is that they are going to say, although they're trying to speak secretly. إذ يقول أمثلهم, when the fairest of them in course will say, إلا بثم إلا يوما, you only spent one day. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the understanding and the ability to embody this Quran and to love it and to cherish it and to gain the best benefits of it in this life as well as in the hereafter. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.